Good morning, students. Yesterday we have discussed on the topic refrigeration system and its component. So, in the component of refrigeration system, we have discussed about the compressor. Okay. So today we will discuss the topic condenser. Okay. So condenser is also a unit or a device used in a refrigeration system. So we will discuss here about the condenser. So condenser is a heat exchanger which removes heat of the hot vapor refrigerant discharged from the compressor and rejects it to the surroundings, and the hot vapor refrigerant is converted into the high temperature liquid refrigerant. So basically it is the working of condenser. So condenser, an important device used in the high pressure side of refrigeration system. Its function is to remove the heat from the hot vapor refrigerant discharged and discharged from the compressor, and rejects its heat to the surroundings, and the hot vapor refrigerant will convert into the high temperature and high pressure liquid refrigerant. So basically this is the work which is done by condenser in the refrigeration system. So as we have discussed the condenser, now here we are seeing that condensers are classified in three types, like air cooled condensers, water cooled condensers, and evaporative condensers. Okay, before going to discuss these classification, first we will see what are the factors that affect the condenser capacity. The first factor is the material. Okay, since different materials have different abilities of heat transfer, therefore the size of condenser of a given capacity can be varied by the selecting of right material. Okay, so that material which have a high heat transfer conductivity, that can be used as a material of condenser. Second is the amount of contact, and third is the temperature difference. Amount of contact means condenser capacity may be varied by controlling the amount of contact between the condenser surface and the condensing medium. Okay, so this can be done by varying the surface area of the condenser and the rate of flow of condensing medium over the condenser surface. Okay, so the portion of the condenser used for liquid subcooling cannot condense any vapor refrigerant. Okay, so this is the amount of contact which affects the condenser capacity. Third is the temperature difference. Temperature difference means the heat transfer capacity of condenser greatly depends upon the temperature difference between condensing medium and the vapor refrigerant. As this difference increases, heat transfer rate increases, and therefore condenser capacity increases. So these are the three factors which affect the condenser capacity. Now another term heat we will define here as a heat rejection factor. Basically, if we say what is heat rejection factor, the load on the condenser per unit of refrigeration capacity is known as a heat rejection factor. Okay, so heat rejection factor may be defined as the load on a condenser per unit of refrigeration capacity is known as the heat rejection factor. Okay, so these are the some things about the factors affecting the condenser capacity, heat rejection factor. Now we will come on our topic classification of condenser. The first type of condenser is the air cooled condenser. Air cooled condenser means basically here the heat is removed by the air. Okay, it consists of tubes, as in diagram it is shown here. Here is the tubes, inlet tubes. This is the tube, this is the inlet point of this tube, and this is the outlet point of this tube. So from here at inlet, the discharged vapor refrigerant from compressor is entered into the condenser, and after being cooled and converted into the high pressure and temperature liquid vapor refrigerant comes out from this outlet, and this is the plate type of fins. This is the plate type of fins. Basically here air is removed with the help of air. Okay, the tube generally ranges from 6 mm to 18 mm outside diameter. It is made of aluminum tubes, copper tubes, steel tubes. Basically, generally copper tubes are used because of its excellent heat transfer ability. So, maximum condenser tubes are made of copper because its high heat transfer ability is good. Steel tubes are used in ammonia refrigeration system. It means if ammonia is the refrigerant, then we will use steel tubes. And the tubes are usually provided with the plate type of fin to increase the surface area of heat transfer. And ये जहाँ पे जो plate type fin लगा हुआ है, that plate type fin will work as a extended the area surface area so that heat transfer will take place. The fins are usually made from the aluminum because of its light weight. ये सारी जितनी भी फिल्म बनी हुई है ये सब लाइट वेट है और ये एल्युमिनियम की बनी होती है क्योंकि एल्युमिनियम का वेट क्या होता है, लाइट होता है. एंड द फिन स्पेसिंग इज क्वाइट वाइड. द फिन स्पेसिंग इज quite wide so that to reduce dust clogging, to reduce the dust clogging. So this is the air cooled condenser. Okay, so in air cooled condition air is used for the removal of heat. Second one is the water cooled condenser. Water cooled condenser means if we talk about the water cooled one thing more as a we are discussing air cooled conditions. So air cooled conditions may be of natural convection type or the forced convection type. In natural convection type, that is naturally air comes in contact with the film and heat removal takes place. But in the forced convection, we mounted an air cooled fan into the system, and that exhaust fan will force air for removal of heat. Okay. Now we come on a water cooled condenser. So water cooled condenser, that means first type of water cooled condenser is the tube in tube condenser. In tube in tube condenser we are seeing here this is the tube here water is, that is the chilled water inside the tube and move and it out from this outlet, and this is the another tube because here tube are made inside another tube. So this is called as a tube in tube condenser. So hot vapor refrigerant from the condenser will enter from this inlet of a condenser and it moves inside the tube, and due to the contact area with the water cooled tube, its heat is rejected and hot vapor refrigerant is converted into the liquid refrigerant, and that liquid refrigerant is stored in a receiver. So this is the working of tube in tube condenser. The second water cooled condenser is known as the cell and coil condenser. Here in this diagram it is shown this is the cell and coil condenser. That means here this is a type of cell where hot vapor refrigerant from compressor enters into the system, and from here liquid refrigerant leaves the cell, and inside the cell there is coils. The coil is passed through inside the cell, and this coil consists of cold water, and this cold water enters from here and it moves into the throughout this cell, and warm water goes outside from the system, and this cooled water will convert hot vapor refrigerant into the liquid refrigerant. So this is another type of water cooled condenser known as the cell and coil condenser. Next is the double pass cell and tube condenser. So here double pass cell and tube condenser. Here this is a tube plate we are seeing here. This is the cooling water in, this inlet shows the cooling water in, this inlet shows the cooling water out, and the hot vapor refrigerant from the compressor comes from this cold and as entered here, and as this hot vapor refrigerant moves to the bottom and due to the contact of this cooled water that flows inside this tube. As in this diagram it is shown here that cooling water moves from this side and goes up, and then its warm water goes outside by taking the heat of hot water refrigerant, and that hot water refrigerant is converted into the liquid refrigerant to the receiver. So this is the diagram of a water cooled condenser that is known as a double fast cell and tube condenser. Next is the evaporative condenser. Evaporative condenser means, if we talk about the evaporative condenser, that means evaporation means a particular thing that should be evaporated during the system. So here we are seeing that in this tube, this is the hot vapor refrigerant from compressor goes inside the chamber, and this tube is surrounded here and is contact with the water nozzle. This water nozzle, from this water nozzle, water is sprayed on the this hot this refrigerant tube. That means water nozzle is sprayed chilled water over this hot refrigerant tube, and the hot refrigerant vapor is converted into the liquid refrigerant. This is the air in. That means this is the air lowers. From air lowers, air comes inside the chambers, and in the chambers water is pumped through a pump, and that pump sends the cooling pond water into the nozzle, and that nozzle is sprayed the water into the water on the tube. Okay, so this is the eliminator. Eliminator means that means the water vapor will as air will enter into the system and water is sprayed, then water gets evaporized, and that evaporized water moves to the atmosphere by using induced drag fan. So evaporative condenser में हम क्या देख रहे हैं कि यहाँ पे दो एयर लोवर्स है, particular from two air lovers, air enters into the system, and on the bottom side there is a cooling pond. In cooling pond there is a cooling water, and that cooling water is sent to the water nozzle through a water pump. That water pump pumps it, and the water nozzle sprays the chilled water coming from a cooling pond on the tube of refrigerant, and due to this, hot vapor refrigerant from the compressor is converted into the liquid refrigerant to the receiver. As the water vapor, that is spray of water from a nozzle, comes in contact with the air and the tube, it will get evaporized, and that evaporized water vapor sent to the atmosphere with the help of induced draught fan. Basically, this is the working principle of evaporative condenser. Okay, so we have discussed about the water cooler condensers, evaporative type condensers, air cooled condensers. Okay, so this is all about the condensers which we will discuss here. So this is also an important device used in a refrigeration system. It works in the high pressure side in the refrigeration system. This is all over about the condensers. Okay, next refrigeration equipment like evaporator or expansion device we will discuss tomorrow. Okay, thank you.